What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chaos. So, welcome to a new episode of Take It to the Table, hosted by Wrestling Republic. I am joined by none other than the regular guest of the show, Soul. Welcome to the show, Soul. How you doing this week?
Oh, I'm absolutely peachy. It's good to be back on the table with another banging episode of Dynamite.
Yes. As he's already pretty much alluded it to, that we're going to be talking about AEW Dynamite tonight, the fallout of it, and obviously, give our reviews of each match and overall episode. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to be just talking about mainly. Of course, before we get into that, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way. All that good stuff. You know what you got to do. So yeah, let's cut to it. Let's take it to the table. Oh yeah, before I get into that as well, I just got a nice little present from the missus as well. Apparently this just came out. It is the even though it's WWE related, but it's the Shawn Michaels D-Generation X pop vinyl.
Oh, no, too shabby.
Yeah, special edition as well. Yeah, so
you gonna keep that mint in the box, save it for your 401k cash.
Yeah, you never know. I still got my little ones here. So yeah, it's gonna go up there for a bit.
Oh, nice.
No, it's not bad. It's
nice.
Coming together nicely. So yeah, but enough of WWE. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about AEW Dynamite last night. And just from the go, as always, we always say this. What was your general overview of the episode? It was solid. Was it up to par? What was your thoughts on it?
To quote WWE, it was just stupendous, dynamite, spectacular. It was banging episode of Dynamite. The crowd were one of the best they've had in a while.
Oh yes,
every match slapped. It was an absolute strong episode of wrestling.
110%. Very, very enjoyable. Not one dull moment, I don't think. Not one segment or one match overstayed its time. But then again, I'm not saying that as a fanboy. It's just fact. Like, you don't really get that kind of feeling in most episodes. Obviously, there are like filler episodes now and again, but this one stuck to the course, left open potential feuds that down the line and everything else. But like I said, yeah, we're just gonna go through the whole card. So as always, not as always, but the first match was of course the trios match, which was Hangman, Page, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus going up against basically Adam Cole and Red Dragon, formerly known as the Undisputed Era. What was your thoughts on this match?
Oh, it was the perfect way to start the show. It
Not
was
bad, right?
Oh god, hard hitting, amazing. The trash talk from Bobby and Kyle as well, which was great. Adam Cole being Adam Cole, baby. And that sequence with Paige getting the hot tag. Oof.
Yes.
That was
sweet.
Stellar.
Definitely, yeah. It was everyone got their offense in. It was good back and forth. I think this was one of the more fun matches I've enjoyed, that it had Jungle Boy in it in a tag team capacity. He was pulling off crazy moves, that double not death drop device, but Doomsday device, double clothesline that he did. Then it was like a triple moonsault that he did, that they all did as well, which was stupendous. That's gonna be the name of the word of the day, should I say? Stupendous.
Mark it down in your calendars. Today is Stupendous Day.
Take a shot every time you hear the word stupendous, basically.
Take a shot. Oh my god, that's my favorite phrase.
Shot.
Yeah, that would be perfect for private party.
But yeah, this was a great start, a solid start, and that just set the tone for the rest of the show. Very good match. Ultimately, it was the Undisputed Era, formerly known as Undisputed Era, that won the match. But basically, there was a nice little sequence at the end where it was like counters upon counters, but then ultimately Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish hit the high-low move, and then they just set up Jungle Boy. It was on Jungle Boy, and then they set him up for Adam Cole to hit him with was it Here Comes the Boom? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the boom.
Oh, the boom. Sorry. Hit him with the boom. 1, 2, 3. Bobby Fish was holding back Hangman Adam Page from interfering from the pin, and it was nice little touch as well, where like Adam Cole was like looking at him whilst he was pinning Jungle Boy, and he was just like, "Yeah,
So look at me, I'm pinning your boy. You are getting fucked by my eyes right now. I'm fucking you over."
Basically, and yeah, it was nice. I was totally expecting Hangman and Page and Cole to actually win this match. You know, start off the show happy, but it just shows that they fight against the grain, and I'm fine with the win with this one. Makes sense for them to prolong this feud between Page and Cole. But yeah, very, very solid start to the show. Next up was Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson alongside William Regal taking on Chuck Taylor and Wheeler Yuta. He was alongside Trent Beretta, Orange Cassidy, and Danhausen. Now, this went exactly how I pictured it to a T. And yeah, obviously they've been listening to us. But before we get into what happened at the end, what did you think of this match in this whole match anyway?
Oh, it was hard hitting brutality.
It was like an extended squash, wasn't it? Like a very extended squash.
Yeah, it's like Chuck Taylor and Wheeler Yuta still got times to shine, which was great to see. But I'll tell you what as well, hearing Regal on commentary was so refreshing.
Yes. Yeah. That UK
voice. It sounds like home. We're listening to home. We don't have to listen to this Yankee Doodle shite. We've got
you hear sophisticated
a proper gentleman. We have a proper gentleman at the commentary table for once.
100%. But yeah, it was great. You know, didn't really didn't carry on thanking everyone and everything. It just kept it professional and everything. It was all good. But yeah, the match itself was, like I said, it was hard hitting. Everyone got their hits in, but it was mainly Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson's show. And then ultimately, Wheeler Yuta succumbed to Jon Moxley's bulldog choke. He ultimately tapped. And then obviously Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson won. And then at the end, obviously they were trying to the best friends were trying to console Wheeler Yuta, and they're walking up the ramp, and it was like constantly looking back, and then he was just like, nah, I'm good. So he actually went back into the ring, confronted William Regal, and then obviously the crowd was going like, yes, this is it, like definitely like join them. And then Willie Yuta offered out his hand. William Regal was about to go shake his hand, but instead he gave him a dirty slap to the face.
Just that old Dave Chappelle meme of what did the five fingers say to the face? Slap.
Basically, definitely. And then it looked like he wanted to do something, but then all of a sudden, perfectly, the camera was perfect. You just see Bryan Danielson coming to the shot, and you see Jon Moxley coming to the shot. I was like, what you gonna do, bro? What the?
Like, I got my boys. You want to try and
make a move? If you're feeling froggy, jump. That's what he was saying. Basically, it was just like, if you're feeling froggy, you better jump. And then he was just like, next time you win this round. And then Wheeler Yuta left the ring. What did you think of this segment?
Oh, great. I think Wheeler Yuta could pull a really good heel character. Like a very evil, sophisticated psycho character. So I feel like he's eventually going to become not the best friend, but the worst friend, and leave that group and join this new dojo.
And that kind of goes into, because I don't know if you realize over the past couple months, obviously Trent Beretta had he doesn't trust Wheeler Yuta. Every time they obviously, if Trent Beretta's going for a match, Wheeler Yuta obviously tries to offers out his hand, and Trent is like, nah, like he doesn't trust him. So
ever since Trent came back, he's always had Yuta on his sidelines, just like, these are my friends, but you're just an acquaintance.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So I'm pretty sure, once that does happen, Trent is gonna be like, yep, see, I told you, motherfuckers, don't trust that motherfucker. Damn. Fuck that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Speaking of the best friends, what did you think about that segment with Chris Statlander?
I I'm happy about it. I'm good that they're actually taking her more seriously because like her character basically goes against everything that Tony Khan like go like brags about. He says, we're not sports entertainment. We have the gimmicks that or the characters that our wrestlers portray are meant to be taken seriously, not hokey stuff like what you see in WWE. Her character was so WWE. You know what I mean? So like it's good that she's scrapping that now. She's taking more seriously. I know that from what I understand, when she's in the indie, she doesn't really do that gimmick, or it's not as full on as you see on AEW. So I'm happy with the change. I'm glad that she's gonna be more taken seriously and be a proper contender. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. What about you?
Do you think she'll change her name or become a heel or stay babyface or?
I don't think she has to change her name. I don't think she has to go heel either. Just be more serious. She doesn't need to go like a full makeover like Bailey or something. I think just
cutting the hair and gimmick change and all that jazz. I
Yeah.
like Chris. I think Chris Statlander is one of their best women wrestlers on the roster.
Yeah. Everything her character, her portrayal and everything is fine. Just drop the alien gimmick. That was just not working, or it outstayed its welcome very quickly.
But Chaos, the theme's so good. I don't want to lose the theme. We've already lost Edge's theme. We can't lose another banger.
Oh yeah, Edge's theme. Oh boy, that must have hurt a lot of people. But but I'm cool with it. I'm fine. I don't mind missing. I could care less for it. I'm sorry. Yeah,
I'll be pouring one out in the streets. Rest in peace, alien theme.
Fair enough. But yeah, this thing will really Yuda, and I think we actually did speak about him joining the team as well. Him as well as who was the other guy?
Daniel Garcia. Well, he's not a wrestler anymore, so.
Oh my god, yeah, we got to talk about that in a bit. Definitely, that was anyway. Yeah, so yeah, Wheeler Yuta's down. Let's see who else they're gonna get. Lee Moriarty as well. They've mentioned him, so yeah, we'll just see what
Anderson
happens. And Brock as well.
Yeah, they've got options. They've got option for Regal to run his little empire.
100%. Next up was now here we go, the Jericho Appreciation Society commencement. Now this was something. So obviously this is obviously the official name. They had the title Tron and everything saying JAS. They came down. I don't know what Jericho does with his hair, but he looks like old school Jericho now, like the Lionheart type of but he's always had that same length of hair and stuff, but he just does it differently. I don't know, it looks different now.
Chaos, it's head and shoulders. It's a powerful shampoo.
Probably, definitely. He does something. It must be that. So yeah, so where do we start with this one? So basically, yeah, he just came out with his crew, basically saying that he just didn't feel appreciated. He's been there since day one. He carried the promotion since day one on his shoulders, to a degree. Yeah, true. He was the first AEW World Champion, and he just didn't feel appreciated. And the difference between him and his crew is that the people in the back are pro wrestlers. I'm not a pro wrestler. I am a sports entertainer. As soon as he said that, I was
and the crowd went fucking.
They went nuts.
Fucking bag traitor.
Absolute fucking traitor.
I'm surprised you can say that. Is that not like trademarked by WWE?
No, I don't think so.
Fuck.
No, it's just synonymous with them. Like they're the only ones that say it. So that's
I always thought he said it, and I was like, "Oh shit, he actually." I wasn't going to do that. Fuck. Fucking Vince McMahon on the phone, like, Nick, this guy's saying sports entertainer on the wrong program. Cancel him for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. And I also people have their goats and all that. Angle, Undertaker, but it's Jericho. I really don't matter what. The goat is Jericho.
Yeah, this is refreshing. 110%. I don't think I've seen anyone do this. It's more the opposite way, where people say they're not a sports entertainer, they are a pro wrestler. Now seeing it doing the other way around, this one is very intriguing, especially like
Yeah.
they're going against everything that
Yeah.
AEW stands for.
Do you
It's
think
for it to be-
FTR were in the back sharpening sticks? Like, this fucking sports king, I'm gonna fucking shiver on his way back.
Hey, Jericho.
Oh, shit. As Bret Hart comes over and just looks down, it's like, haha, pathetic.
And yeah, not only that, he basically saying that he was obviously a sports entertainer. Not only that, he went and basically renamed almost everyone in his appreciation society. He was like saying, okay, so you have I can't remember the names, but basically the guys in 2.0, which by the way is named by bad creative. They ain't gonna be they ain't gonna be you ain't gonna be hearing those names again. And then he came up with these awesome names. Oh no, I got the names right here. Hold on.
Oh, their real names as well, which is like, oh Jesus Christ, they're breaking down the walls here.
But it's not even that. It's obviously the handles as well. What was it? Hold on. Blah, blah, blah. So right now, yeah, it's Matt Menard and Angelo Parker, but I'm pretty sure Angelo Parker was like Cool Hand Angelo Parker, and then Matt Menard had some next name, and then afterwards Daniel Garcia grabbed the mic and he was just like, "You said something, and there's something I need to get off my chest. I'm a sports entertainer too."
As he looks in the camera with a wee cheeky grin, and it's like,
yeah,
cocky bastard.
And everyone there was hailing down the booze, everything. And then now, so his name is now the mask of the Red Death, or something like that. That's his nickname.
And then you just got Jake Hader standing in the back, like, I just want to do my "We the People" chant, man.
That's what I thought he was going to say, something like that. It was just like, you said, we are the Jericho Appreciation Society.
Nah. He just does like, we need an advisor. Here comes Zeb Coulter. It's like, oh shit.
And then alongside him, Alberto Del Rio. Anyway,
God, no.
Remember that guy?
Oh yeah, remember that
guy was given the world.
Getting drunk and saying, "Triple H, I kick your ass." And it's like, oh shit. But I mean, this is a good faction. I think it gives 2.0 something good to do as well, and Daniel Garcia can learn off Jericho as well, and it gives Hager something to do as well. So everyone there is getting used in a good way, and it's connected to a big guy like Jericho.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. Also, Hager's name is also Hand of the King. He's also his nickname as well. So this completely feeds so much, like it's so on the nose of who they're directing this shit to. Like they're obviously rewriting people's names, and for no reason. It's really on the nose, but it is perfect. I fucking love it.
Do you think we'll see something like King of the Ring for AEW, and Jericho's going to win it and become King Jericho?
Maybe. It would surprise me. Fuck it.
Or he wins the Owen.
Say again?
Or he wins the Owen Hart Tournament Cup.
Well, he is Canadian, so why not?
True.
Yeah,
only Canadians can enter, so it just limits it to Jericho, and that's it, right?
I think so.
Kenny Omega. Nah, Kenny Omega should win it. Bring him in just to come back and squash the reign of the King.
I mean, fuck it, why not? Yeah, I'm down for that.
Book this shit, boy.
But yeah, this segment was just absolutely freaking amazing. I can't wait to see what this like. Who is their next major feud?
And AEW loved this as well because they upload the entire segment to the YouTube channel. They usually cut bits out.
Did they?
Yeah, they uploaded the whole thing.
There you go. Then fuck it. That's how you got gold on your hands, and it's just it's just so refreshing. It's
exceptional. You've never seen someone go like, "There's like, I'm not a sports entertainer, I'm a pro wrestler." Jericho's just like, "Hold my fucking tequila, I'm switching this shit backwards, boy.
Hold my bubbly."
Oh god, there's so many ways that this could go. Imagine if he just goes like full like maybe sports entertainer and just does like talk shows or something like that, or brings back old gimmicks or something like that, or who knows, wins the AEW title again and makes it a spinner belt.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is gonna sell toys, this is gonna sell merch.
It's gonna make everyone love it.
Oh man. I say go full in, man. Make fun of how WWE treats stuff, man. Fuck it. and it's like it's so on the nose. Like if the people are raving about this right now, how it's so on the nose and it's great. Keep the ball rolling, man. And this refreshes Jericho because, like, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of getting bored of Jericho. Like, even shortly, obviously because of the promo saved the feud with him and Eddie Kingston. The promo saved that feud, in my opinion, for me to be intrigued into it. This brings a whole new life. He's like the king of innovation. I'm sorry, he's the absolute goat of innovation.
He is literally like a creative. He is a creative team. He's a one-man creative team.
Yeah, it's just such a wealth of experience and just creative. 110%. So, and there's only very few people you can think him right now, currently, him and Bray Wyatt, and maybe CM Punk, or like three of the
I would add Malachi Black in there too.
Malachi Black is very creative. Yeah, so that's 4 people. Yeah, Jericho, Punk.
Regal's creative. Regal's creative guy. There's tons of creative mind. It just depends on the environment they're allowed to be in to thrive.
Yeah, true. Speaking of creative, have you listened to Talk of Jericho with Keith Lee?
I did, yes.
Yeah, it was I haven't fully heard it, listened to it, but I did listen to the part when obviously what led to his release and stuff. And yeah, Vince's mindset is fucked. I'm like, I just have to really say it. Like, he actually basically said that you're too smart.
Yeah, too classy.
You're too classy. And he wants him to be more grimier. And I basically said, basically, you want him to be a typical stereotypical black guy. That's what he basically saying. You telling me that black people cannot be well spoken? They have to speak. I'm not going to use the actual term that I used, but
my white ass is staying out of this. My white ass is staying out of the fire. I ain't dying today. I ain't dying in this cancel culture.
I'm just saying, like, you basically want him to be someone from the hood, basically, or something. Like, you want it to be like similar to Crime Time and
freaking... You think Vince went into his locker and pulled out his old do-rag from his ECW days and were like, this?
He probably did. He said, like, Vince actually left his gorilla position during the co-main and the main event of Raw and took him to the office.
Which is fucking weird. That never happens, and he does it like no offense to Keith Lee, but like out of all the people on the Raw, he did it for Keith Lee specifically. So he must have had something like seeing in this guy. Doesn't do it for Roman, Seth, or any of those guys. But like Keith Lee was like, I'm gonna leave my job and Shane, you run it. I never let you run the company, but fucking do it for this 5 minutes. It just takes Keith Lee and explains us all the Bearcat shit. I was like, oh Jesus Christ. Fuck me.
Basically. And like I'm pretty sure he went into his drawer and he was just like, huh? Do rag? Pretty much. And then basically, Vince got bored of his toy and threw him away.
Do you think Vince listens to like NWA and was just like, this is what everyone's like. Everyone loves this.
It must be. It just doesn't make when Keith said that, Vince said that you're too smart for your own good. I was just like, get this guy out of WWE, like get him out of here, it really pissed me off when he said that. I was like, whatever, but he's in a better place now. Whatever, he's doing better, so it's all good. That's what matters. Moving on from this Jericho Appreciation Society commencement segment was the TNT title match between Scorpio Sky and Wardlow. Obviously, Wardlow won the Face of the Revolution match back at Revolution, and which entitles him to a title match for the TNT title after Sammy Guevara versus Scorpio Sky happened. And now we have this match. I see what you mean about Scorpio Sky's theme song. I like it. I dig it. I dig it. Fair enough. I dig it. It's all right. It suits him. I like it.
Yeah, that's a nice song you have lying in your bar drinking a good old Corona and just like, I'm feeling this shit.
It's nice.
Feeling it.
It's nice. It's nice. One thing I'm not digging though, like obviously I'm happy that there's only one title. Because there was the thing that Sammy Guevara was doing was fucking stupid. Like,
yes, that was fucking stupid.
It was stupid. But so obviously you had one title, That was fine. And then all of a sudden, I see freaking Dan, whatever his fucking name is,
Lambert.
Dan Lambert, having the other title around his waist. What the fuck you doing with it? Why does it concern you? It didn't make any sense. Why is he having the second title? So that was freaking weird. Anyway, going back to the match, you can also input as well what you think of that two title stick.
Oh god.
But yeah, what did you think of this match anyway?
It was good for what it needed to be. It was very, I think this, out of all the matches, this is the one where I didn't know who was going to win it. Like, I was very on the fence.
Okay.
Because, like, Scorpio Sky deserves a good title run. He's great. I don't care what anyone says. Scorpio Sky deserves a title run because he is a talented guy. But then there's Wardlow as well, who is just over his shit with the crowd. The crowd love him. He's had a good organic rise. I was really, really on the fence with this, but I'm not disappointed by the ending. I'm not disappointed.
Yeah. I think it's about time that there's been like I guess a slight cowardly champion with this title, because obviously he did have help. And it was by a screwy finish. So we haven't really seen that as much. Regarding,
I really think this could lead to Scorpio Sky versus Ethan Page down the line.
Possibly, yeah. Well, he wasn't even at ringside, was he? It was just Dan Lambert, Paige Van Zandt, and her husband. I don't know how he got her, but fair enough. Just saying.
Alcohol is a powerful thing.
Alcohol is a powerful thing for sure. But yeah, the match needed what it needed to be. It didn't surprise me that Wardlow was going to get screwed over. Oh, by the way, obviously, Scorpio retained due to interference via MJF.
Yeah, because if you think about it by a storyline point of view, it's not like MJF and Shawn Spears are just going to hide out for like a couple of weeks and let Wardlow just get what he screwed them over for. Which kind of shows like an incentive. Is like, because MJF would have had to rewatch Revolution to know Wardlow kind of fucked him over. And I was just leaning on his couch like, I really want to watch that match. That was pretty good. Like, what the fuck? Wardlow, you bastard! Fucking flips the table. Shawn Spears comes out with his like wee little chair, just like, oh shit. We better get to work.
He's off the rails again.
Fuck.
Yeah, this was cool. I swear it was a slight botch. I swear it looked like when MJF clocked Wardlow from the back. Pause. It looked like he lost something. It looked like he was looking for something, like he lost the ring. I don't know if I'm gonna have to watch it back, because after you see him punch, he's like looking for something, and then that's when he runs around the back, like round underneath the ring. So I thought maybe he lost the ring, but eventually he had it back. I don't know if he got it retrieved.
I also enjoyed the part where Wardlow did a wee titty dance in front of Paige Van Zandt.
Yes. Yeah. They had a little brief standoff against the husband. He was, man, you're gonna take this power bomb, but then obviously Scorpio Sky stopped that. But yeah, this match needed what it had to do, did what it needed to do. Obviously, the next feud is obviously MJF versus Wardlow, which hopefully Wardlow should win at Double or Nothing.
Yeah, I feel like it'll be Wardlow versus Shawn Spears first. He'll win that, and then face MJF.
Yeah, hopefully he'll last quicker than what he did to CM Punk.
10 seconds. Let's beat that.
Yeah, let's beat that. Let's go for 11.5. But yeah, this was serviceable. And yeah, Scorpio Sky is still champ. Let's see where he goes from here, because the window's wide open to see who can actually take it and who can actually challenge him. Maybe it might be Darby Allin again. Maybe
see the TNT title. I still think the best design of the TNT title was Darby's, where it had the black strap, that color scheme, but the center was like a reflective silver, so it wasn't so bling bling.
Yeah,
I still want them to do the gimmick with the TNT title that everyone gets their own color variation. It's cool.
Yeah.
So I really still hope he does that Laker inspired color as well, which would be good.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah, definitely. I think just build it up, make him more like, as a solid champion. Then just customize it. Because you can. So it's all for that. Fingers crossed on that. So next match after this. I think there was also a segment after this match as well, which
the FTR segment.
The FTR segment. Yep. Obviously, they were explaining as to why they let go Tully Blanchard last week. He basically got fired from the Pinnacle. And then in mid conversation, the Young Bucks came into the shot and basically said, how does it feel being basically number 2 to the Young Bucks in AEW? And that was pretty much it. It was just like, yep, see, happy St. Patrick's Day, and then that was it. So, look, more than likely, we're gonna get FTR versus the Young Bucks 2. Is it 2 or 3?
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I think it's there 2. So yeah, I'm down for that 110%. This time it will be in front of a crowd as well.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people are speculating that Bret Hart's going to come in and manage FTR as a face.
Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's. I don't want if I want him to do cut promos though. I don't know if I want him to throw a punch either.
with Bret, it'd be. There's a part of me that thinks, yeah, it'd be cool, but then a part of me feels like I don't want Bret to get hurt or anything like that, or try to overstep.
No, I don't think they're gonna put him in the in a sting position, because I'm pretty sure they still remember the stench of Bret Hart versus Mr. McMahon at WrestleMania. So I don't think they want to have a repeat of that. He doesn't need to get into the ring. I don't want. That's the thing. I don't think I can see him going physical, and I don't want. Even though he is competent on the mic, he's not Tully Blanchard. Tully Blanchard can obviously put in emotions, do certain things where, obviously, unfortunately, due to health reasons, Bret Hart can't do that. So I don't know. Maybe not Bret Hart. I'd rather have Mick Foley. Mick Foley can still go on the mic, bro. Like that is, yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what they do for FTR.
Yeah, 110%, 110%. But yeah, that was that segment. Yeah. Next up was, of course, the AEW tag team debut of the Hardys versus Private Party. So this match went exactly how I expected it to be. Obviously, they got a huge pop, especially Jeff Hardy, still hella over.
Literally, as soon as the first notes of their theme, you could barely hear it. It was just the crowd were like, yes,
yeah, 100%. Yeah, still over as hell. Yeah, it was a nice little start setup to obviously. Do you think it's gonna be a continuous, or they're gonna slowly take out everyone in the AHO now, ain't they? Or AFO?
Yeah, AFO. I feel like it'll still be Private Party for maybe a week or two,
right?
And then go on to Butcher and Blade, then maybe go on to Andrade and Jose's assistant, or maybe they might bring back Chavo, because I have no clue what's happening.
That is some awkwardness with Chavo right now, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. I have no clue what's happened to Chavo.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure he said somewhere that he's not going to come back because the way they just treated him. Like, they said he had a job and he disappeared. So I don't know what's going on. Yeah, that's a bit sketchy right there. Yeah, Andrade and someone else. I don't know about that Jose. I'm not really sold on that Jose guy. But yeah, we'll have to see on that. But yeah, of course, the Hardys won. They did a double twist of fate to a Private Party, and then obviously ultimately ended with Hardy hitting the Swanton Bomb. Yeah, that was a good debut for them. Do you see a title run in there in their midst?
Absolutely. They should get the titles and have a career versus title match sort of thing down the line.
Ooh, career versus title. Oh man. Yeah, this is pretty much going to be their last big hurrah.
Because the Hardys have always said that they want to retire together as a tag team. It's just, you give them the title runs, it would elevate the title, having a legendary team hold them.
Yeah.
But who to defeat and retire the Hardys is a good question.
The title run, the ones obviously at the forefront is obviously the Young Bucks. Because they obviously they love off the Hardys. It's because of them that we got the Young Bucks.
The thing is, though, I don't think the Young Bucks need that on their career notch. Though it should be a team that needs something big for them to go to the next level.
Yeah, but at the same time, it is a big money match.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can see it. Obviously, yeah, you would definitely get the rub for someone, but with something like that, big money match kind of outweighs that in this instance.
I would have it be Santana or Ortiz.
Santana Ortiz to retire them.
Mm.
If they're built correctly, maybe. I mean, they are over, but
yeah,
if they keep it going, possibly, maybe. Yeah, I would be down for that. They're very good. They're good for it. But yeah, not anytime soon. Probably in the next year or two or something. Yeah.
I feel like because Matt Hardy extended his contract, we know contracts are usually 3 years. We're still going to get them for 3 years.
Yeah, no complaints there. Definitely.
Relax, chill. We've got plenty of time with the Hardys. No need to panic.
Exactly.
Just yet.
Exactly. So and then after this match, I think there was another little segment in the back wrap, but it was just very brief. It was Jade Cargill and Red Velvet. One of them too. Let's go with Jade Cargill.
One of them.
It was Jade Cargill. She was obviously trying to basically call out who was going to be number 30 in her undefeated streak. And obviously she was dressed in all green due to St. Patrick's Day. And everything like that. So so that was that. And then obviously the thing with Red Velvet, so that's been booked. She's gonna be facing legit Layla Hirsch.
Oh, damn, man. Come on, respect on Layla Hirsch.
Yeah, legit Layla Hirsch on Rampage. Yeah, that was that. I'm not really. Again, I don't really care much for that feud, but fair enough. I mean, yeah, legit Layla Hirsch should win that match regardless. And then yeah, so that was that. And of course, now we moved on to the main event, which was of course Dr. Britt Baker, DMD versus Thunder Rosa in the steel cage match for the AEW Women's World Championship. This was almost exactly a year since their first match, which was the Lights Out match in Jacksonville, was rated one of the matches of the year, if not the match of the year via Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Highly regarded as one of many people's favorite matches of the year as well. So they a year on, this is where it all culminates. And yeah, it was brutal, hard hitting, as expected, thoroughly enjoyable, I must say. What about you? What did you think?
It was good, but I don't think it was better than last year's match.
Oh no, not by a long shot. Definitely not. No, definitely was not as good as the first. Not to say that this one was rubbish. Definitely not.
No.
It's not in its whole way. There was some innovative spots, like there was
that chair spot though, the fucking
chair spot. Yeah, it was like this actual proper stacked of chairs, and when she fell into it, it literally reminded me of that Simpsons scene. I don't know if you remember it, where I think Homer Simpson gets uppercutted by someone, and then his back literally lands on the tip of a rock, and he's like literally bent like a rainbow shape, and he's just like, this looks much painful. This feels most painful than how it looks, or something like that. It was just.
I feel like we'll see that on Botchamania probably.
That's what I'm saying. I want to see that on Botchamania. If not, I will gladly put that post, set it up, and send it to him. That is fucking hilarious. That was great. But and then yeah, there was a avalanche air raid onto a bunch of chairs as well. Thumbtacks came into play. JR still complaining as well. Like, why is there thumbtacks underneath the goddamn ring? A question that has eluded us for many years. I don't know.
Maybe it's in case someone's gear rip and you need a quick emergency pin.
What, 10,000 tacks?
Have you seen how many wardrobe malfunctions there's been in this business? Just look at Eva Marie.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, come on. Are you
Clear
complaining?
the dirty thought. Clear the dirty thought. Come on. Get out.
It's not even that. Were you complaining though?
Still, clear the fire of your head. Clear the fire out of your head.
But I'm pretty sure when you saw that, you was just like like somehow see if you can look underneath.
I was reading the signs. I was like, oh, that's a cool sign. That's a cool sign. Why should I? Oh, that's a cool sign. I like that sign. We good.
No,
I like
but
redheads. Yeah, I'll admit that. I like redheads.
there we go. There we go. All red everything.
Oh, yes. Speaking of attires, Britt Baker's attire was a nice wee reference to Scott Hall, which I thought was really nice.
Yeah, there was quite a few references to Scott Hall. I'm pretty sure who tried to do, was it Matt Hardy? Yeah, he tried to do the Razor's Edge, I believe, at one point. Yeah, both AEW and WWE has been doing a lot of references, rightly so. Rest in peace, Scott Hall, of course. But yeah, it was that was a nice little touch. But overall, the match was good. Not as good as the first one, like you said. But of course, ultimately, Thunder Rosa hit. What's the name of the finisher, please?
It's like a power driver, isn't it?
It's some weird, like some type of driver, basically. So it is some type of driver. Ultimately, it did that onto the thumbtacks, I believe. She basically got the win, and Thunder Rosa is now your new AEW Women's World Champion. Many are saying online, well deserved, definitely. Many people online are saying finally the reign of terror is over. Which I was like, okay, that's a bit harsh. She's not like Triple H levels.
Did you see who the one person apparently was pissed off at her winning?
No, who?
Ivelisse.
Oh no, of course.
Literally, still bitter as fuck after she's went into irrelevancy.
How was she doing today? Yeah, she's something else. Anyway, giving her too much spotlight. But
exactly. But well deserved for Thunder Rosa. Well deserved.
100%.
One of my favorite females on the roster, and I'm absolutely glad she is now a champion in AEW.
Yeah, definitely. The entrance was also a good, nice little touch. I've noticed, especially when it comes to AEW, when someone gets a special entrance like that and it's like a title match, the writing's pretty much on the wall usually. But yeah, I liked it. That's another thing as well. I think because they did the weird thing where obviously they had the title match at Revolution. Then she had to do the title eliminator, and then somehow all culminates here in her hometown. It was just like it kind of takes a little bit. Yeah, like it kind of took the win out of it a little bit. But either way, still happy with the win. And yeah, let's see what happens with Britt Baker. She's most likely going to get her rematch at some point.
Yeah.
Probably not at Double or Nothing. They'll probably do it a bit sooner. Probably a Battle of the Belts. Battle of the
Belts or Rampage. I feel like that's more appropriate for.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, great ending to the episode. Very solid episode of Dynamite. Out of 10, you know how this is. We usually do a rating out of 10 for each episode that we see. What would you give this one, Soul?
I'm honestly gonna give it a 10.
Ooh, damn. Okay.
Just because Hardy match rocks. While the steel cage wasn't better than last year's match, it was still a good, hard-hitting grudge match. That Jericho Appreciation Society segment's fucking hilarious, and I will never not enjoy that. So that was where all the points come from. The beginning 6-man match, perfect. I mean, even the Wardlow Scorpio Sky match, I just really enjoyed this episode of Dynamite altogether. I've got no complaints.
Yeah, 110%. Yeah, very, very solid. You know what? I probably might do the same. You know, I can't really think of a bad spot or something that waned on too long. It was a very, very solid episode. Yeah, I think I'm gonna join you. Screw it. It's gonna be a 10 as well. Probably if I really had to maybe choose something, is that really weird. Not weird, but it was the more could have happened between FTR and the Young Bucks. There could have been more in that to see what's going to happen, because they might not even revisit that for another couple of weeks. We don't know what's going on with them, but yeah, other than that, yeah, the show as a whole was freaking amazing. Let's keep it going now. On to Rampage, I guess. But yeah, 10 out of 10 on that. On other news,
yes,
WWE 2K22. How was that treating you, Soul?
So before we go into 22, there's actually some breaking news about AEW's video game that's just came out from Fightful.
Proceed.
So as we know, details have been very sparse. We don't know really much about the game since I think
Yes.
last year. Things just died
Yes.
down a wee bit. But
Yes.
Fightful are now saying that there is a story mode.
Yes.
The story mode is being worked on and it has a lot of input from certain wrestlers. As well, Ukes that helped create the SmackDown versus Raw game are also being a part of the process as well. So that's good. Because maybe see like another road to Mania sort of stuff. So that's pretty good. Ukes, while they are the developer, they're still no far on getting a publisher at the moment. No publisher has been announced.
Right.
Said that Kenny Omega has basically specified multiple times that he's determined for it to be a success, understands how integral a great showing could be to investors and everything, and to the fans. So yeah. And Thunder Rosa, who is our new women's champion, told Fightful in a news interview that her prototype for the game has already been created and been shown to her. So we've got Thunder Rosa for the game, fully good and done. As well, Mikey Ruckus has said that there's a soft deadline for some of the music for the story mode the week before AEW Revolution. So it seems like everyone past AEW Revolution might not be in the game. So
wait, so it's gonna be more update. It's gonna be more updated then, obviously, compared to 22.
I feel like what from I'm getting here is that they're gonna be putting all their eggs into one basket and then given space of time before another game release. So it's not gonna be a fucking COD situation where we're gonna get a new one every bloody year. So
that is what actual WWE games fans have been praying for, as in like this, stick with one game, keep on updating the roster. It shouldn't be that hard. If you really want to monetize the thing, put it as DLC, whatever. But yeah, make the game last for a couple years before you put in the other iteration, and then just keep up updating it. That's fucking amazing.
And final piece of news: there are several wrestlers that Fightful have heard that haven't had anything to do with the game as of yet. Some are unsure if they're going to be involved or not involved, and others have done reference photos, but some haven't done voiceovers as of yet.
Voiceovers. Oh man. Okay.
So take with that what you will. Does that mean we're going to have like the story mode going to be fully voiced, or are we going to hear like taunts and all that actually have the wrestler speaking and not just grunts and shite?
It has to be fully voiced. It has to be and way better than what we get in 2K22. Let's say on that. But
it makes you wonder who won't be involved. Will Cody and Brandy still be involved, or will they have been already?
I think there will be legacy characters. I don't think they're gonna be. I think they would do something as, if he's definitely gone, they probably put him as like a legend. They have to. Unless there's like a really ugly legal dispute, and I'd be surprised if that was the case. But I'm pretty sure
we still got Cody Rhodes figures coming from AEW, and as well. If you've noticed on Shop AEW, he is now under the alumni section of their store.
Oh, well, fair enough. Okay. I'd say unless there is some weird shit that they have to get permission from WWE, which I shouldn't think so. Then I would say put him as a legacy character if needs. Because he deserves more than anyone to be on the AEW roster wherever he goes. Anyway, even So 110%. I don't know about Brandy. I couldn't care about Brandy, but Cody definitely.
So back to 2K22.
Yes. Yeah. What's your thoughts?
You want to go first? I'll let you go first.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure everyone knows. Like now, it's a little better than 2K20.
A little bit.
Is it better than 2K19? Yes.
Yes.
By only just.
Yeah.
This one is obviously more faster, more smoother. There's not that many canned animations. It just feels more fluent, which I like. The additional moves is good. I like the controls. It gets a lot of getting used to the controls. 110%. However, I do like how they done it in a way where you can still have a lot of moves Like it's still quite expansive in how many moves you can
Yeah.
do, compared to what you could do in 2K19. So there's that. I haven't really touched My Rise yet because
Oh,
when I realized that I can't import my character into when I just spent hours doing
yeah,
it
a
out
bit
there. I
bit
was like,
shit with that. A bit shit with that. That's a big negative. That's a big fucking
yeah,
negative.
it's really lame. So I'm just like, I'll do that another time. I don't know, photograph or whatever I did, and
Yeah.
try and do a carbon copy or whatever. I'll do what I
So
do.
I played My Rise. I did the other way around. I made my character in My Rise first, and
Right, yeah.
My Rise is pretty solid.
Okay, yeah.
I really like it. You can do like pick what brand you want to go with. There's like a part in the game at the really beginning, like you have to beat a certain wrestler, and it's like, oh, if you beat Drew McIntyre, you get to go to either Raw, SmackDown, or NXT. But if you beat someone like I can't remember, it's like an NXT guy, you can only go to NXT. So it's sort of like that incentive, like all risk, all reward. Or I
Yeah.
really like that. I thought that was cool. And also the storylines have been absolutely grand as well. There's one being like Seth's disciple. There's one about going against Ciampa.
Yeah.
I really like it. I mean, all the time I've spent, I've only been on Raw, and
Okay.
I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it.
Fair
It's
enough.
really good.
Yeah, that's one thing I didn't realize how expansive that was. Like, there are a lot of people I've been saying online where not everyone gets the same playthrough, or that everyone goes through different branches, which is
Mm.
freaking great. Obviously, everyone's one gripe is that why they are happy that there is dialogue. It sounds bland and dumb at certain points. There's even certain lines where it looks like because of COVID and quarantine, you can hear that it's been recorded over Zoom call. Like I saw one where Edge was talking and he's in the ring, but it sounded like he was on a Zoom call, or he was doing his lines over the phone. It sounded really
Yeah,
weird.
I noticed the Raw GM Mandy Rose sounded a bit off.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, fair enough. See what I mean? So, yeah, I'm surprised they didn't find an alternative way or just scrap that kind of stuff altogether. But yeah,
but
fine.
you can tell who they really focused the voice on, because all the people who've left WWE don't have voices except Regal, to my knowledge.
Really?
Yeah, because
Oh dear.
there was a section I did against Johnny Gargano, and he didn't speak at all. Murphy didn't speak at all. Mustafa Ali didn't speak at all, which was surprising enough.
Oh, okay.
A lot of the legends as well. Cena didn't talk. Taker didn't talk. Kane didn't talk.
Mm.
The only ones that I can notice on the top of my head that talked were Seth, Mandy, Regal, Shawn Michaels, Road Dogg, R-Truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carmella talked as well. Did Carmella talk? I think, yeah, Carmella did talk. There were some that did, and then there's some that didn't. And you can be like, oh yeah, I can really. Maybe there might be some people who've been released like on SmackDown and NXT when I get to that section of the game that might talk, but just from the Raw side, that's who I know is mostly talked and didn't.
Right. Yeah, and that's another thing as well. Like the outdatedness, if that's the word, it's not. I don't think it's a word, but the outdatedness of the roster is so all over the place. Like there's so many people where like they got released time ago, but they're in this, or
like the Iconics. I was really surprised the Iconics were in it.
Yeah, hit them, Braun Strowman. Like it's really.
Why couldn't EC3 been in it? I could have made my own Control Your Narrative show.
Interested in that still.
Yeah,
but
Keith Lee, Hardy. Well, Hardy's fair enough. Karrion Kross was still in it. Scarlett was still in it, but she's only available as a manager, which is what the fuck.
Apparently, there's a glitch where you can actually make her playable. Apparently,
they probably made her playable and cut her.
But her you can make her playable, but her move set is set to Peyton Royce. For some reason, it's really weird.
Shall we talk about GM mode? Have you played GM mode?
I have, to be honest. I've just been playing exhibitions, trying to get used to the controls before I jump into that stuff. So yeah,
I played GM mode for the first time yesterday and finished it. I only did like a 25-week easy against the AI.
Okay.
And while there's no mid-card titles and tag team titles, which I think is very, very bad.
What?
Yeah, there's no United States, there's no Intercontinental, there's no tag titles. It's literally only the World Championship and the Women's Championship. Which is weird because there's segments in GM
Wait.
mode where they go like, hey, we're making a great tag team. We should tag more. And it's like, yeah, I would love for you to tag more and go and win the belts, but there's no fucking belts to win. So I'm just putting on tag matches just to make my roster happy.
Not cool. Totally lame.
Exactly. Yeah. But
That
I
is-
ended up coming out winning, so I won the GM mode. And by the end of the game, my champions were Karrion Kross and Candice LeRae.
Oh wow, fair enough. I can believe that. That's cool. I'm down with that.
But like, what was weird though, my highest rated feud. Do you want to guess what my highest rated feud was?
What?
Titus O'Neil and Kalisto versus Roderick Strong and Elias.
See, I knew those guys were money. They were money makers. 110%.
What I've seen people doing is like they're booking their dream matches. They're not doing it the way the game wants you to do it. The game wants you to book it based on class type.
Yeah, I heard about that, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Brawler and Specialist work all that stuff. So you could book Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins in your dream match, but maybe a match between Kalisto and Roderick Strong is going to be your highest rated one because they work well against the class type.
Yeah. They shouldn't have done that. That's where they shot themselves in the foot. The people made an example like saying you can't put Roman Reigns versus Brock. That won't sell, but it will. It actually does.
Yeah.
You can't. So it's really. I don't think they thought that far. That.
I do like the whole text aspect where like your roster can message you and be like, "Hey, I want to do this and that. Give me my rematch," and I'll agree to that. You can do that sort of thing. That's fine. The building the arena thing, so like you could go for the highest paid arena, the high paced effects, and all that jazz. Like, I love all that. That's great. Even the cards as well that you get as well. There's like the effects the GMs get, which are these cards you can buy for your money and like have effects like, oh, this arena cost for this week's going to be free, or you could be like, this Hell in a Cell match is going to be the highest rated one, or even affect your competition as well. Like you can't use these free superstars for the next one, or just it's good. I just feel like it needs more expansive. It was more expansive, had the tag titles, had the mid-card titles, had maybe more matches on the show as well, and allowed us to make our own shows in it as well, because I really would have loved ECW to be in it, and that would have been fun.
I think that's what a lot of people said online as well. Like, this is basically, they've laid the groundwork for it. Mm-hmm. And then if it does quite well, if it does decent enough, that's where they will obviously expand it in the next one. Mm-hmm. Provided they actually are allowed to make another one, because obviously there's talk about them obviously splitting if this one's their make or break.
I think it's done well enough that they'll be happy.
Yeah, I think just about it's fine. But yeah, so far regarding the game as a whole, even though I'm just playing it as just exhibitions and everything, creating
but that My Faction thing, you can't ask me about that My Faction because I really don't give a shit about trading cards.
Oh yeah, fuck that. No, forget that stuff. Yeah, I don't bother that. Yeah, that stuff does not bother. I hate Ultimate Team and microtransactions. They are an absolute burden. Get them out of my games. I just want it out of my games.
At least it's not in GM mode or anything like that, or you create your own character, because all the shit's unlocked in the My Rise as well. So you just go absolute bonkers, which I like. Thank God there's no microtransactions for that mode, or it would have been hell.
Yeah, of course. They did well to avoid that stuff, so that's fair enough. But yeah, regarding how I'm enjoying it, definitely way more better than 2K20, and just more, it's more fun and more smoother than 2K19. I must say.
The showcase mode. We forgot about Rey Mysterio.
Oh yes, showcase mode. I am in the midst of that one right now. I am doing Rey Mysterio versus Kane. Cyber Sunday or whatever it was.
Me, I'm at Rey Mysterio and GBL.
That one is a bit tricky.
Yeah, that's fucking annoying. I'm like, run off the apron while he's too far away, and I just scratch my ass on the fucking wing side.
Yeah,
which was annoying as well. So I went into the game and I was like, oh, I'm gonna download this custom CM Punk, make him win the spinners, everything I do every time I get one of these games, because CM Punk is the best in the world and I love the spinner bell. The fucking spinner bell wasn't there. I was like, where the fuck is it? It's been cut. And then I realized, it's locked behind showcase mode.
Yes. Yeah, I thought. I was about to say,
because I went into community creations, and what was the highest rated thing? The world heavyweight title and the spinner belt. I was like, well, that's one way to get around it.
Oh, fair enough. I realized that the most in terms of creative character is Tommy End on my one.
Yeah.
Tommy End is the most highly downloaded one, and CM Punk was like 5th or something.
Yeah, there was Bryan Danielson and Mox, and I was like, oh, okay.
And a very bad looking Mox. I didn't like that one.
Oh,
It's a terrible looking Mox.
there was one of Bray Wyatt where it looked like his mask was melting.
Yes, I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, it was literally people were like, I want him in the game. I'm gonna have to take this shite one to go with.
Just wait your time. Like, remember, this is cross-platform.
Let the artists do their craft. It's not gonna
yeah.
not like a goddamn, I don't know, ready meal. It's not gonna be ready in 30 seconds.
Just let PC guys do their work, and then just
exactly.
download.
We console people, peasants, let the PC master race do their weird shittery with their hard.
This is why we accept you guys. We accept the PC
yeah, we
guys.
accept you just so you can create good shit for us.
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
But I do like that custom render thing. That's cool.
Yeah, I try to do mine. I don't know why, but it really balloons it up.
It really depends on like the size of the pixel as well. It works well. I've got one of CM Punk, and it works well on the character selection thing. But like for titles, his face is a bit too forward.
Yeah, it really blows. Yeah, I don't like it. So I need to see how. Because I took a few pictures, obviously, and then removed the background, all that stuff. Resized it as much as I could, and yeah, it's still like just balloons the fuck up. So I need to find. Maybe I need to position the camera further away, or whatever. Still try to do the custom face thing. It's very hit and miss.
I'm just gonna go about the I'm gonna go with like just what the game gives me.
Fair enough. Yeah, but other than that, yes, it's very enjoyable. I said right now I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10 for now. Obviously eventually I'll start on my rise and eventually do my GM maybe. But yeah, I'm definitely so far enjoying showcase mode. They could have put in a lot more. They should have put in Rey Mysterio versus
his showcase mode's fucking barren.
Is very short. It fast forwards everything.
I mean, no offense to Grand Metalik. Great performer, but for a showcase mode?
Yeah.
I know it's the thing about Rey Mysterio. He's been against so many great guys that are no longer with the fucking company.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see him and CM Punk's match where it was like hair versus mask or join the society match.
Even they could have done Chris Jericho versus Rey Mysterio where it was the title versus mask as well.
Yeah.
When he tried to take off his mask, but it was another one underneath. That would have been sweet.
Obviously, we can't get the one against him and Benoit.
I was just about to say, I was like, what about the great tag match? Him and Edge versus Kurt Angle and Benoit. That would have been great.
Fucking bullshit.
God damn you, Chris. I didn't say that.
Oh god. Just fucking why no more from his WCW day as well. It's literally just it's like, oh, what are the casuals gonna know? Halloween Havoc, okay. Then just straight to WWE, fuck everywhere else. Not even have him in ECW as well, which he did a stint in as well, which he could have done.
But it's true. Half them people that he's faced, they're not in the company anymore. I mean, maybe he could have done the one. I'm sure he faced RVD in ECW. Surely he must have.
I think so. Yeah, Psychosis. I'm sure
Psychosis, Hoovertude. Hoovertude and Psychosis the same. Yeah, Hoovertude. Yeah.
You could have had a one about the Latino World Order as well.
Oh yeah. There's so many, but they just chopped. They made sure they didn't want to disrupt. They didn't want to
just
stir the pot.
Break the narrative. They didn't want to break the narrative.
They didn't want to break the narrative.
What do you think about all the faces being? Yeah, what do you think about all the faces being blurred in it?
That's very annoying.
Yeah,
well, obviously, licensing reasons, or permissions, I should say. But yeah, it is really annoying, especially when I know who the referee is and everything and that. But
am I correct that they silenced JR in the showcase mode as well? Because it seems like it's the generic announcer for the game.
When it comes to showcase, I don't hear commentating. It's just the crowd and the music.
Like at the end of the match where they say, and the winner is Rey Mysterio. It's like the generic voice of the game.
I thought you meant actual commentators.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think that's just a generic one in the game. It
Yeah,
sounds
no
too
JR,
clear.
no Taz. It's like, what the fuck? I know. Oh, for fuck's
Wait, they
sake.
blurred out Taz as well. That was weird.
What the fuck? You blurring out the suplex machine. Hook's gonna come get you now. Fucking hell, watch out.
What? Send Hook.
Taz is just like, what the fuck? They've censored me in my own game. Hook. On you go as he eats a potato chip and eats it. It's like
That was
mission.
so weird. Of all people, Taz. I mean, like,
Fucking wrong. I still find Taz advertising Final Fantasy X hilarious.
yes. Yeah, that was
Taz weep confirmed.
But yeah, as an overall out of 10, what would you give 2K22? Is it better than 2K20?
7.
Oh, 7. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Just seeing that as obviously you've done more than me, that's more even fair enough review.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so see you guys, please let us know your thoughts in the comments, what you think of 2K22. Have you received it? What console did you get it on? Is it working for you? Is it not working for you? Is it worse than 2K20?
I've only had 2 hard crashes.
I've only had 1. And that's another one. That's another thing as well. I remember I was doing a 10-man Royal Rumble. I kicked out the last person. Nothing happened. I was Samoa Joe, and I was just walking around in circles. Nothing happened.
I had it. It's only ever crashed on my rise for me twice.
Okay. When my whole crash happened? My one happened during the tournament. Yeah, I was Brock Lesnar, and it just crashed. Yeah, so yeah, hopefully they'll fix those.
Here's hoping.
And don't worry, guys. There will be matches for the Take It to the Table Championship, and also I believe there is a Wrestling Republic Championship. Is that right?
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
No, yeah, ain't got the budget. I understand. Take It to the Table. We're the ones that's we lavish right here. Understand.
Yeah, we're not the mid card. We're the mid card.
But no, don't worry, guys. We're gonna get some gameplay vids up real soon. Don't worry, that's coming. And like I said, as always, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. As always, thank you very much, Soul, for joining us on this glorious episode of Take It to the Table.
Oh, of course, a stupendous episode.
I told you it was gonna be stupendous. But yeah, as always, this has been Take It to the Table. I have been your host, Chaos, and until next time, guys. Peace.